Alright, let's go. 3, 2, 1, boom. I just want to preface this by saying this is not a sad day. I'm not ending anything. I'm not... this isn't like an announcement that I'm ending reactions by any means. But I wanted to pass some ideas by you guys. If you could give me feedback, that would be appreciated. Because I've been thinking, I'm like, what makes my reactions unique? I'm trying to think about what it is exactly. And I'm like, to me, I think it's because they're genuine and because I'm honest, even if it's not something people want to hear, I'll say it. And I've noticed that a lot of people that comment on my videos, which I appreciate, have a certain eye for the little details and appreciation for the little details and make a video come together. So I'm always thinking, how can I push the envelope? So how can I push this reaction format further? So I have a couple things in mind. One thing would be changes to a reaction video, like additions to a reaction video that are different from what I currently do. And another one would be different videos altogether in addition to reactions, which I want to talk about, get your opinion on. So first of all, things I was thinking of adding. You might know, you probably watch YouTubers. There are only a couple of them. The only one that comes to mind is Steffi Soto, who does puts like comments, little added commentary and editing in text format. And when I saw this, I always thought, oh, that's neat, but that's not really what I want to do. That's not really what I do. I always had this opinion that my reaction is my reaction. I just kind of want it unfiltered, and the reaction part was always unedited to me. I don't believe I added any text or anything. I only really ever add text before or after the reaction for the most part when I have some addendum to make or whatever. But I was thinking maybe even further than that, further than commentary, like little comments like that. Maybe, because I've noticed watching back my reactions or watching and editing a lot of stuff I missed that I'd like to bring up, but I'm always like, I don't want to add that in because that's not really my reaction then, is it? Because I didn't notice it in my initial reaction, so then it should just be out of the video. And that's what I've done thus far, but I was thinking maybe it would be a cool thing to do where I'd add comments, maybe somewhat analytic comments, pointing out certain parts of the video like, oh, did you notice that? Well, that was a nice note, nice visual effect there, whatever it is, something like that. I'd have to work out a system for it. But I want to know if you guys would be into that kind of thing at all. My biggest thing is I don't want to take away from the reaction. And when I say that, I mean, I don't really want to make tiny comments like, ooh, wow, or anything like that. But then I also feel like more than that would maybe distract from the reaction. And if it's drawing attention to a particular part, you might have to stop and look back or something like that. So I don't know if that's exactly what I'm going to do. I might try it out and just see if I can find a nice middle ground there. But I want to know if you'd be interested in something like that at all, if you think that would improve my reactions or not, having that added text added into the reactions on stuff that maybe I didn't make note of. And a lot of times I'll notice things in reactions, I won't say them, and I'll plan to bring them up later. Maybe I'll forget. So stuff like that. Let me know for that. And then the separate video thing I was thinking of is making straight up analysis videos. Along the similar lines, I've noticed watching back older reactions or doing recent reactions, I noticed I missed a lot of stuff upon a second or third rewatch. I noticed, and I think it's really worth mentioning. I'm like, but there's no way for me to really mention it now. There's also videos that I never got to react to, but I've already seen, that I think are worth like bringing up and appreciating, but have no way to really work that in otherwise. So I was thinking maybe just calling analysis and it would be more editing intensive, so it wouldn't be nearly as common as reactions are, but maybe make it a semi-regular thing at least. Maybe whether it be every other week, every 3 weeks, every month, or whatever. And it would be kind of like drawing attention maybe to the aesthetic elements, maybe vocal elements, whatever comes to mind. Basically, the way I envision it now is it would be going through the video, and then I would be like stopping it and editing and drawing attention to certain parts, or rewinding parts, slowing down parts, zooming in parts to draw attention to certain things. I think it could be cool. That's another thing. Maybe I would do a couple pilot episodes, I guess, to see how it turns out, and then if you like it at all. Mostly still would be music videos, I feel, but obviously that would have the potential. I could branch out to other things if that would be applicable. But it would be mostly me picking up and drawing attention to the things I appreciate within the video, and it'll really give me time to sit down and think about. Even in just performances, I've noticed a lot of stuff, like the tiny details I didn't notice initially, and I almost get mad with myself when watching back my reaction or whatever. I'm like, how did you not appreciate this more at the time? Because I'll be like, that was okay, and then after a couple rewatches, I'm like, wow, that was great. So maybe analysis would be a cool way to go back on videos I've reacted to in the past, and also videos I was never able to react to, and draw attention to those kinds of details that, I don't know, I've noticed a lot of comments on my videos of people drawing attention to the specific details, and people always seem to like when I bring up the different details I notice. So I feel like that would be a cool thing to do. It might be my kind of brand, I guess, would be analyzing further. And I think it would bring cool variety if I could do it semi-regularly. And I definitely have to work out, because I haven't even tried like doing one yet. It's just all conceptual at this point, so I don't know how long it would take to edit just yet. But generally, if it's like a 3 to 5 minute video, music video, and I wouldn't be stopping every single frame showing stuff, so it probably wouldn't be too unreasonable for me to do that pretty regularly. But would you be interested in doing that, or do you prefer the bare bones reactions? That was always my opinion, is that a reaction was just a fresh experience, my initial reaction, and nothing more. And then I discuss after whatever I had in mind upon that initial reaction. And I wouldn't really rewatch or anything for added insight, but I think that might be another element I could add. Maybe that could push me forward in terms of quality. But if that's not something you want, then obviously, what's the point? I'll say right now, I'll definitely try it out at some point to at least see what it's like, see if it turns out well. Both the on-screen comments, well, that's the thing also. Would I do both? Would I do both adding comments in my reactions and then also doing analyses to different videos? Because I obviously wouldn't be doing full analysis videos for every video I react to. It would be way too much, but the certain ones that strike my attention would get the analysis. So should I still do the comments on videos like I was thinking of trying out, or should I just do the analysis videos on top of it as a separate thing and leave the reactions as they are? Because I don't think they're bad as they are now, but I just think I could offer more. And analysis videos, I think, would give me an opportunity to flex my editing muscle, so to speak, as well. But I really love to hear your thoughts. It's not by any means, nothing is set in stone, because this is all just kind of me talking it out right now. I had the ideas in my head. I didn't write anything down. This is just me all talking about it. So I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts if you'd appreciate something like that. Thank you for watching. I love you. And more videos on the way, for sure. Also, rest in peace to all the victims from the Manchester tragedy. I was thinking of making a video talking about it. I didn't know if people would really care what I had to say on it, though. And it's not like I was in a position of authority on any of that. So, but I love Ariana Grande, and it's horrible that had to happen. And what's supposed to be the happiest time some people's lives. Music's all about bringing positivity, and it's an escape. So it's really awful that it happened at that same time where people are at their happiest. That's awful. It's awful. I've seen so many tweets of all the victims and missing people, most of them turning out to be victims. So it sucks, man.